Hello guys and welcome back to another engine tutorial, and today we are going to learn how to create a user interface or a heads-up display. Okay guys, welcome back. So guys, the first thing to do is to create a widget blueprint. A widget blueprint, guys, is the class, the blueprint class, sorry, that handle the user interfaces. Okay guys, so to do this, you right click and search for user interface and then widget blueprint. You click on, and now you name it as you want. For me it was UI, we stand for user interface. So guys, when you open it, you can see an interface that look pretty much similar to other blueprints, okay, like the character blueprint or the weapon blueprint that we created before. I invite you to see previous videos to understand how we created the weapon and the character. So the widget blueprint is pretty much similar to those, but it is only dedicated for the elements displayed on the viewport. I will explain. So when you click play, anything you see here is displayed on the viewport, okay? But the user interface is this health bar, for example, the weapon icon, the ammo, for example. Okay guys, this is the user interface, and this is what widget blueprint handle. Okay guys, great. So in order to work with our widget blueprint, we need to go to graph. You see here, this is graph. Also it's full of events and logic like the character blueprint. So guys, uh, in our widget blueprint, we have multiple elements here that we can use. Okay, for example, a button. If you want to create a menu, for example, you put it here and you add a text. It's just an example, guys. Okay, you increase the size. Okay, and you type, for example, new game. Okay guys, this is if you use a button. Also, if you need an image, for example, for our weapon icon here, we needed an image. Okay guys, also if you want to display a text for in this case the ammo, okay, the ammo remaining in the weapon, you need to use a text. Okay, for example, this 13. To do this, you just search for text and you put it here. Okay guys, and then those guys are variables. Okay guys, in order to customize them in real time, okay, while you are playing, for example, for the ammo, if you have 13, you need to subtract one from the 13 every time you shoot, for example. This is why those are variables. Everything here is a variable. Okay guys, don't for just be sure to select them and check is a variable here. Okay guys, in order to be able to modify them here. So this is for the design, and the graph is for the blueprint for the events. Okay guys, great. So in our case, we will create a health bar and an image to display the weapon that we are holding. Okay, and also an ammo indicator. Okay guys, so I will need an image like this one. This thing guys here is the position where the image will be displayed. Okay, so you click here on the anchors and you anchor it in the position where you want this to be, for example here, and now when you adjust its position, it will be around this sign here. Okay, okay, so you put it here for the ammo. Guys, for now, the content, the default variable are not important for now. Okay, I will explain soon. You put it here, just adjust it in order to fill only the number that you want. Don't forget to anchor in the right place, and that's it. For the health bar, you search for progress bar like this. Okay, guys. You put it here, for example, I guess. Okay. You select the color, okay, for the health bar. And here you can see progress percent. Now you can play with the default value. As I said, our default value for now are not important. Also, anchor it here. Okay, guys. For now, we have done nothing yet. Great. We click compile. So now you can see that I have three elements: health bar, an image for the weapon icon, and uh, text variable to display the ammo of my weapon. Great. So now, guys, I need to change those values, okay, because they are variable. I repeat, I need to change them in order to be set following what my character, okay, is holding. For example, if it's holding an AK, I need to display an AK icon here, okay, and say the same thing for the ammo and so on. How do we do that? Okay, I will explain. So here in the event construct, guys, the event construct in the widget are just like the event begin play. Okay, it's the same thing. The event tick also is the same thing as here or the character blueprint. And for the event pre-construct, you don't need it. So I will delete this and this. For the event construct, guys, what I need to do now is right click, get owning player. Okay, yeah, you will understand why I am using this. And then you right click, you search for get player controller. Great. No, sorry, cast to player controller. You link this here. Here you will drag and get player controller ID like this. And then you right click, you cast to your character blueprint. In our case, it's this one. For the object, you select get player character and you link this to this. Okay, guys, and we are done. Now, guys, in our blueprint, widget blueprint, we have access to all the variables, okay, all the variables of our character blueprint. You will ask me why have I used this nodes here? Because, guys, the widget blueprint is handled by the character controller. Okay, guys, this is why we always use get owning player. You could use get player controller like this, but here you will have a player index of 0. If you are creating a multiplayer game, this will cause some problems. Okay, guys, this is why we always use get owning player. Great. Click compile. You can see that it says that we can not use this. We just can link this to this, but in some case we need the player controller variables. So we will keep it. Great. Click compile. Okay, guys. Now that we have all the variables stored in our character blueprint, we can use them to fill our health bar or weapon or the ammo. For example, you will tell me that for the weapon, it's not handled directly here, and that's true. If you followed our previous videos, we created a blueprint dedicated to the weapon, okay, which name weapon base BP. So how do we get it here in order to use, for example, the ammo variable? Guys, don't forget that on our character blueprint we created an actor variable named weapon1 weapon2 that when we use cast to for example here in the switch weapon mechanic, for example, we cast to weapon base, and for the object it will be this actor variable. Okay, guys, so the same thing here, we will just drag and search for our weapon one, for example, variable, and then we cast to weapon base BP. And now I have also my variables stored in my weapon base blueprint. Great. Now, guys, we will fill our variables. Let's start by the health bar. Okay, you can see that our health bar is set as variables. Great. We will take it from here. We still in the event of begin play. This is the event construct. Okay, guys. We drag our progress bar and now drag and set percent. Okay, this is the value of our health bar, which goes from 0 to 1. Okay, which means 0 to 100%. Great. And now, since it's the life, we are going to use the life variable, which is per default 100. So we need to divide by 100 in order to have 1. So I will drag it from here. Guys, in order to simplify some our blueprint, we will create a variable to store our character blueprint and our weapon based blueprint like this, in order to not have to every time cast two and get our weapon and so on. Now we can just drag this from here, drag this from here. For example, now I will delete the weapon base. I need the life variable of my character blueprint. Life, get life, divide. So divide by 100, and you set your progress bar percent to this. You click compile. Great, guys. So now we can display our UI widget blueprint, and it should in the beginning of the play, in the begin play, it should fill this health bar fully. Okay, it should be all red. So how do I display this widget on my game? Because now I am just creating it. I didn't called it yet. Okay. So to call our widget blueprint, we can do it whether on our character blueprint or on our player controller. For now, I have not talked about the player controller, guys. Okay, we just seen that we need it in order to create our widget blueprint. So I will teach you how to call it on our character blueprint. Great. So this is the logic, guys. How do we call our widget blueprint? So from the begin play, okay, forget about this. Huh? We need to call a delay. Why? Because, guys, the event construct, okay, happen uh, just before the begin play. Okay, just memorize this like memorize it like this. The event construct, whatever it is on the widget blueprint or in the character blueprint, we have the constructor script. Okay, so the event construct happen before the begin play. So we need to put here a delay in order to give the widget the time to read the variables of our character blueprint. Because if you do not use a delay here, okay, it will call our UI widget before the widget blueprint can read for example, the live variable. Okay, guys. So we give it a delay, okay, of 1 second, and then we need to cast to layer controller like this. You get player controller. Sorry, don't use get player controller, guys. Huh? Learn to always work with get controller. Get controller shortly. This is because if you create a multiplayer game in the future, if you use the get player controller with an index of 0, always it will get you some problems. Okay, so learn to work with get controller. Great. So now you create widget Okay, you link aspect controller to owning player, and here you select your UI. In our case, our UI is named UI2. So you search for UI2. This is it. You save it as a variable, guys, for the same reasons as here. Okay, in order to work with it easily. UI2, UI2. Sorry, I have already done this here. I will delete this, guys. Sorry. So we put our delay here. 1 second. Wait. You name it UI2. I already have the variable, so I will set it you as UI2. Okay. And now, guys, you add to viewport like this in order to be able to see it. Okay. Great. And now you link it directly here. And now, if we hit play, we should see our widget with health bar uh, fully filled. And that's it. So now we have our health bar. We will do, we will carry on with the weapon. Okay. We go back to our widget blueprint. Okay. So now for the weapon here, I am going to drag the image here, that image. And now set brush. Okay. Why brush? Because you can see that the image to use, for example here, sorry, for example, this one is located under the brush here. Okay. So set brush, and in brush you split the structure, and this is in brush image. So this is where you should set your image. You get your image from, remember, weapon blueprint. So get as weapon BP. You should have already stored your weapon image here, guys. Okay. If you remember, for our weapon blueprint, we have one weapon blueprint for all the weapons. Okay. And in the event graph, sorry, in the event construct. Okay. In our event construct, our weapon base will be what will be uh, an AK or AR4 rifle. Okay, guys, this is why we use only one weapon base. We can we have only one weapon base for all the weapons. Okay, you can see that it is changing. One time it's an AK, and another time it's an AR4. Great. So it will be set as the image of an AK or an AR, depending on what. Sorry, this is for the skeletal mesh. This is for the image. Okay. So of course, guys, you need your images uploaded before. Okay, you can get these images from the internet. Okay, you need to upload them before you start creating your widgets. And now on the widget blueprint, from the AI, from the sorry, from the weapon base, I will get image, weapon image, and I link it here. Click compile. So now guys, we should see our variable set. Great. So now we have health bar felt and a weapon image of our weapon. Okay. So now you can see that it's an AR when the weapon is an AR, and it's an AK when the weapon is an AK. It's automatic. But guys, we need to go to a new point. For now, it is only done because it's on the beginning of the play. For example, if I have, for example, I will carry on with the ammo, okay? The ammo. So the text, get text block, set text, no, sorry, set text like this. Sorry, guys, need to get the text and then set text. This is it, set text, okay, sorry. Great. And now also from the weapon base, get ammo, okay, and I link it here. So now, even if I change the default value to 0, when I click play, I should have 13. Great. Why? Because default value of ammo is on the weapon base is okay, guys. So, guys, for now we have created our widget blueprint and we have set our initial values. Okay, when I say values, it's correct even for the health bar or the icon weapon image or the weapon, the ammo. Okay, so now, for example, if I click play and I shoot, so the 13 will not change. Okay, why? Because there is no event and there is nothing that allow us to change those values. Okay, guys, so now we need to put a logic that allow us to actualize or refresh our variables here, okay, every time something happen. To do this, guys, it's easy. On the widget blueprint, right click and create a custom event. Also, you will name it refresh, for example. Okay, click compile and you will link it here. So every time this event happen or is triggered, all the logic that we created before is going to repeat itself. And it include also the new life variable and new ammo variable. Okay, guys. So now we need to put this event in order to be triggered in the appropriate situation. Easy, guys. For the life, for example, for the damage, you go back to your character blueprint. This is our damage logic. So you just drag your UI variable that you stored here, guys. Okay, go back to your damage. Where is it? Okay, it's here. And you drag from UI to click, type refresh, and you can find your event. And now every time you get damaged, the refresh event will occur. You can test it here. Where is my AI? It's here. This is my arena. Okay, click play. Now, when it shoot me, you can see that the refresh bar work. Sorry, the health bar work. Let's put it on the firing for the ammo, for example. So for the fire, guys, we don't have our logic on the character blueprint. On the character blueprint, we only have the event that trigger the weapon base firing event. This one, okay? So how do we get our widget blueprint from the character to the weapon blueprint? Easy. Remember, in our take weapon logic, we have stored our character blueprint here, okay? So you just use it here. This is the loop of firing an automatic weapon. So in the end, after the set of the ammo, you get your character blueprint variable, get UI2 like this, and here also you search for your refresh event and you link it here, hit compile, and now let's get away from the AI, play from here, and now when I fire my ammo variable change also. Okay, guys. So I hope you got the idea. Okay, this is how we create a UI widget blueprint. It's a simple method, guys. There is multiple methods. You can do this in the character blueprint or even in a player controller. For those who know what is a player controller, we will make a tutorial about it just soon. So stay tuned, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and thank you for watching. See you next video.